not allowing any sweeps to happen. And then, of course, you catch fire. And the way they've been swinging offensively in the postseason, see if they can continue that this weekend.
2-2 to Jaden Pone. Pops it up left side. Back on it, Riho. Instead, it's the left fielder, Reagan Kramer, one down. One of 16 newcomers this year for Ole Miss. Off the glove of Bree Ellis. Quickly 2 outs in the first. Down and the bases cleared, top of the first. Binford puts a charge into this to deep right field. It's a 1-run lead for the Rebels in Game 1 of the Fayetteville Super. Softball.
Postseason Aaliyah. This is her. This is what she does. Knows it off of the bat. And Matt, the pitch prior to this was a changeup in the dirt, so that eliminates anything from the off speed. You know that Robin Heron's going to give you velocity. Joined, well, it was 15 until Binford came in January, but when they joined us in the fall, it felt different. We vibed right away.
Yamas right into the mid of Carly Davison. That ends the first inning for Ole Miss, but not before Aaliyah Binford.
To her.
2-2 goes down on strikes. The throw up to first to complete the first out from the starting catcher Lexi Brady, and one down in the bottom of the first. Fly ball to left field. Back on it is Pone, and she makes the catch in front of the track, 2 away. And now Bree Ellis. It's been a challenge adapting to being pitched around so much late in the season, particularly since the beginning of the SEC tournament. As she draws a walk on 5 pitches. Because she wants to get up and swing. With 2 down and Bree Ellis at first. And back-to-back walks with 2 outs issued by Brianna Lopez. Wyckoff, deep fly ball left field. It is gone! And the Hogs take the lead.
It is so important to get your home crowd into it, especially after Ole Miss throws the first punch. Arkansas punches right back, 2 free bases, sets up this Wyckoff blast. First pitch, especially seeing Bree Ellis and Courtney Day, 2 seniors in front of her, she knows that she is going to get pitched to, and that is what I call being ready for them. Looking at that Arkansas dugout, but who's probably the happiest is Bree Ellis, taking the walk to set up the big blast.
That pop out to second base ends the inning. Arkansas trailing early. They come back with a 2-out, 3-run bomb.
The first punch, and the importance of that, getting our swings off early.
Lexi Brady draws a leadoff walk on 4 pitches. One of 3 returning starters in the field, being a coach at the mid-major level. 1-2 count here to Pickens. One hopper to second base. Chance for a DP. Pickens will beat it out. But the flip from Davison to Riho will get Brady for out number 1. Just 3 years later.
It's kind of a big gamble, right, for Coach Traxel to bring a player that has not even played softball for 4 seasons. But Coach Traxel prides herself in player development. Pitch. We'll see. Now going away.
And gets the strikeout. Runner goes and is safe at third base. Pickens got a great jump. And Lansdale up to second base as well with 1 and 2 out. In the air to left field. Back on it is Kramer, and it's off the wall. Ole Miss ties the game on a 2-out RBI double by Taylor Roman.
It is so hard to be a pinch hitter. It is the hardest thing to do in our sport, arguably. You're coming in for one moment, and what an at-bat from the senior. She looked kind of foolish on a couple of pitches, but stuck with it. I thought that Kramer was going to have a play on this, running it deep down to the warning track, 2-run score.
Pone goes down on strikes. Heron gets out of the inning with 2 strikeouts, but not before Taylor Roman can tie the game with it. As she sends this high in the air to left, Jaden Pone tracking. 1 down in the second inning. Well, the Women's College World Series returns again to Oklahoma City. Action came here to Fayetteville and upset Arkansas. As this is shot up the middle for a 1-out single off the bat of Kennedy Miller.
It was such a fun.
Carly Davison batting for Arkansas in the 9-hole. Ropes this down the line and a fair ball into left field. Miller will stay put at third. It's a 1-out double for Carly Davison.
You talked about Day with Texas.
Chopper to third. Lansdale comes home, and Miller in trouble is tagged out. Well played by Ashton Lansdale, whose back was to the runner. Kramer, right side, fielded at second base by Pickens, and that ends the inning. 2 on and less than 2 outs, and Arkansas unable to capitalize. Hogs strand 2 were tied at 3 after 2 in Fayetteville.
For a strike. And that is her best pitch.
High fly ball off the end of the bat of Boutte. And it's short. It's Rijo 1 down.
Number 1, but who's swinging the hot bat? Who's seeing the beach balls?
3-2. Upstairs, and a 1-out walk drawn by Aaliyah Binford. And Burnham. Lines it into left field, and it gets past Kramer. In to score comes Binford, and it's a 1-run lead again for the Rebels in the 3rd.
So you have the senior for all 4 years and has stuck it out. This is a tough pitch to hit. She goes down to get this, a backdoor curve that has a little drop to it, drops her barrel out of the stretch of.
In the air to right center. That is down for a base hit. Back to back, 2 out, RBI doubles, and Ole Miss has its largest lead of the game.
They just don't care in the best way. New pitcher, don't care. Have to play in Tucson, don't care. Have to play a sold-out Arkansas field, don't care. We're going to hit. And whether that's a freshman, whether that's a senior, kind of the path they can pass from the dugout, pass that mentality and get it done on the field.
Watch out. This is a towering shot to left field off the bat of Lansdale. And the 2-out rally continues. A 2-run shot for the FIU transfer. Whoa.
Wow.
3 straight, 2-out, extra base hits, all driving in runs for the Rebels. And they have broken it open here in the 3rd.
And it's the production coming from the 7-hole here. Ashton Lansdale, this is not who you circle in terms of we can't let her beat us. This is a hitter that you want to go at. You're going to circle Aaliyah Binford, Percy Yamas, Jaden Pone. So you're getting this kind of energy number 1, but production number 2 from.
Line drive into the gap in right center again, down for extra bases. And it is a ground rule double for Angelina DeLeon. 4 straight extra base hits coming with 2 outs in the inning for Ole Miss.
New pitcher time and time again. This is the third pitcher that Ole Miss has seen today, and we are early in this ballgame.
Malvin drops down a bunt. Going to be a tough play. There isn't one. Malvin beats it out. No throw from McDowell, and up to third goes De Leon.
The rule is much fairer now.
Drives this into center and gliding in to make the catch. Johnson wiping off a potential 2-out hit. But Ole Miss doing damage in the third with 2 outs. Ellis in the air to left. Charging in his Pone, makes the play. She had to go a long way to get there with her heels on the track at the start of that Ellis at bat. 1 down.
Punching their ticket to OKC.
Courtney Day shoots this up the middle for a 1-out single. Second time aboard this afternoon for the Texas transfer.
It's just, can we repeat exactly what we did last weekend?
0-2 strikeout from Lopez, 2 down, and her first K of the afternoon. Miss get to a place they had not yet been under Jamie Traxel. Issues a 2-out walk.
Last 2 pitches I've seen called today, and you can see advantage continues to drift in Rijo's way. Seeing a lot of pitches in this at bat.
Lines this up the middle and delivers. They will wave Day, and she will score without a throw. Hogs back on the board with a 2-out base knock by Italia Rijo.
Just earned this at bat, earned this RBI, forced Bri Lopez to give her everything, saw the entire arsenal. And when you see everything, your timing's going to get better. Fouled off things she didn't like, has the ability to wait for something a little bit more center and tight.
Champiece and Huacheño comes in and does her job, closing the door on Arkansas in the third.
Call me old school, but you would think that your ace would kind of go a little bit further than 2 innings, 3 innings, even 4 innings.
Pone shoots this through the left side, and she is aboard for the first time today.
Burline so early, and definitely didn't expect to see King here.
Boutte takes the 2-1 into left field. Back-to-back opposite field singles to start the 4th inning off Lexi King. Binford left side, backhanded at short, flipped to third, made by Rijo, but it pushed McDowell off the bag. The flip beat Pone to the bag, but it was not as broken as sweat. As she drives this into the middle of the second baseman, Davison. The exact out Cam Harrison needed. 1 down in the 4th. Brady drives this into center. Diving play by Johnson. 1 run will tag its Pone in from third, but Johnson saving multiple runs with that dazzling effort in center.
And that is such a risky go because of
the 3-2. Missed to load the bases. Bri Ellis thought that was strike 3. Standing just outside the circle as if she was about to celebrate a strikeout with Cam Harrison.
Strike zone is top of the knee to the bottom of a batter's sternum, and that changes from batter to batter. So
we've already plated 2 in this inning. Bases juiced, 2 down. 2-2 count from Harrison. De Leon deep to center. Back on it is Johnson, and that will end the inning. But the Razorbacks trail at home by 5 in the middle of the 4th. Launched into right center, gliding over to make the play is Duke. Full count to Johnson. Big shift on. And she draws a walk. We don't flinch. And a walk drawn. 2 on and 1 out for Bri Ellis.
I'm getting flashback of last week's up until the last couple of innings.
Ellis pops it up in foul territory, and Lansdale makes the play, 2 down.
So Bri Ellis comes to the plate. Her teammates in front of her have both walked. So what is she thinking? She's thinking that Miley Wachenio is coming at me.
Hitters count today. Launches this into the gap in left center, down for a base hit. Here comes Johnson to score. And the Razorbacks strike with 2 down in the 4th.
You get out of it, and then here comes Ole Miss. Team that's one of the hottest teams in the country.
Wachenio misses. And that will load the bases for Ella McDowell.
And that's the 3rd walk in this inning.
McDowell in the air to left. Tracking it is Pone, and that ends the inning. Wachenio closing the door on Arkansas with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Hogs plate 1, they trail by 4 after 4 in Fayetteville. Arkansas either. Right back to the circle. Harrison handles business against Taylor Malvin, 1 down.
That's at the forefront of your scouting report.
Pone into left, 2 outs.
And of course, Robin Heron tries to go, but can't go past the 2nd inning.
With Malvin sliding into right. Takes the 2-2 into left. Kramer is there, and a 1-2-3 inning for Cam Harrison. The first of the day for Arkansas pitching. Has continued her hot hitting at the plate today. Into right field, and Duke comes on and makes the catch. No, it's Malvin in right field. Wow. Miller flaring it into right field. Back on it, Pickens makes the catch from second base. Had to go a long way for that 2nd out. In the air to left field. Back on it is Duke. It is gone. 2 out solo bomb for Carly Davison. And life for the Razorbacks late in Fayetteville.
Kind of got life going. It didn't result into any runs, but hit it very sharply. And then this is a low inside rise. Wachenio again working arm side to the right-handed hitters, but not enough up in the zone. And Carly Davidson just squares that.
15 combined runs, 6 pitchers used. 2-2 is beating the shift into left field. Digging for 2. Johnson in with a 2-out double.
That was electric.
Count and Bri Ellis on deck. 2 outs in the 5th. And Kramer draws a walk for Bri Ellis.
Well, this is the 2nd time in straight innings where Reagan Kramer has walked to bring up Bri Ellis.
And that got a piece of Ellis. And she will take first base. Day goes down on strikes. The freshman, Miley Wachenio, with the biggest strikeout of her career. And Binford in the air to right. And it dies off the end of her bat into the glove of Wyckoff, one down.
One thing that's kind of cool.
After 5 in as many weeks. Today against Ole Miss, Yamas right into the middle of Wyckoff, 2 down. In the air to left. 1-2-3 inning, all 3 lineouts for Cam Harrison. 6 outs left for the Razorbacks. Wyckoff leads it off next.
But every walk has been to a lefty.
Her 70th pitch of this relief appearance. Wyckoff up the middle, charging on DeLeon. 1 down. Kim Harrison had not pitched since the last regular season series, as McDowell draws a 1-out walk. Steps Italia Rijo. Chopper right back to Binford. Spinning throw to second in time. The turn will not get to first in time. Rijo just beats that out. 2 down. Is up and in.
Yeah.
Off the funny bone. No thanks. Miller fooled on the change. And Aaliyah Binford comes in and closes the door on the Razorbacks in the 6th.
Doesn't have any strikeouts, but continues to get it done.
Bouncing ball. Going to be a tough play. Deep in the hole. It's short. And a skying throw from Rijo. Caroms off the dugout wall of Ole Miss and keeps Pickens at first. Out to Lansdale. Nobody out and a runner on. Top 7 in Fayetteville. In the dirt. It gets through. Past Miller. Taking a wide roundabout second base as Pickens thought maybe for a second she might try to swipe third in game 1 of the Super. 1 down on the ground out to Davison. By the way, if you're joining us looking for the first of 2 semifinals in our runner goes, Miller snap throw down to third, not in time. 2 stolen bases this inning for Mackenzie Pickens. And again, Miller maybe a little bit slow.
After review, the call on the field has been changed. The runner did leave early. That's the 2nd out of the inning. That's Arkansas' 2nd and final challenge. The count will be 1 ball, no strikes.
Line drive, deep center field. Johnson makes the catch, crashing into the wall. Gold glove effort from Reagan Johnson. Keeps it a 3-run game in Fayetteville.
The same page.
(3-1) taking all the way, and Davison leads off the 7th with a walk. 3rd time aboard at the plate here for Arkansas. Johnson left side, Lansdale goes to second. It gets off the glove and both runners are safe. And now a 2-2 count with Bree Ellis on deck for the Hogs in the bottom of the 7th. Goes down on strikes. Big first out for Aaliyah Binford. Boy, has that played out in the Razorbacks' favor.
There it is.
Wow! Binford rings her up looking on the outside corner, 2 down.
I was waiting for that pitch.
Well, waits on deck. And a walk to load the bases. Tying run aboard in the bottom of the 7th with Kaylee Wyckoff. Casey Wood coming into pinch run. That ball gets away from Brady in to score is Davison from third. And now the tying run in scoring position for the Razorbacks. They have trailed for the majority after Ole Miss came out punching hard and often. 2-1 into right field, headed towards the wall, and it is caught by Malvin. A few feet away from ending this game on the right side of the win-loss column, and instead it's Ole Miss taking game one.
I am so tired. Oh my goodness. That game we just saw, back and forth, we went 9-7. That was, wow. I don't even really have a lot of words, to be honest with you. That was a slugfest number one. You've got to credit Ole Miss. This is a team that is resilient. This is a team that doesn't care where they are. They don't care who they're playing. They can hit 1 through 9. They used 3 different pitchers. It wasn't pretty. They got it done. That is a huge first win. Of course, tomorrow could be different. Does Arkansas have their pitchers healthy? Out today with food poisoning, but you win game one, it sets up everything. Wow.
So, Ole Miss continues the trend.